Okay. Good morning, June 26th, Executive Board Meeting. Roll call, please, Tony.
Michael Zaslow.
Here.
Opal Wilkinson. Flora Simpson.
Here.
I see you.
Well,
Julia Silberger. Les Rifkin.
Yes.
Joyce Reese.
Yes.
Bobby Levin.
Here.
Jean Conis.
Here.
Duke Horton.
Here.
Richard Handelsman.
Here.
David Furness.
Here.
Ruth Dries.
Here.
Nancy DelGiulis.
Here.
Maureen Debegar.
Here.
Marilyn Curtis. Dennis Burrows.
Here.
Eve Block.
Here.
Diane Andelin.
Here.
Tony Burrows is here. David Boaz.
Here.
John Timmerman.
Here.
Jerry Sachowski.
Here.
Bruce Stutzman.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Stuart Richland.
Here.
Mary Jane Gorgeous.
Here.
Fausto Fabro.
Here.
And Donald's here. Okay, you have 4.
Thank you.
I like that last name.
Okay. I need a motion to accept the minutes. Joyce Reese, seconded by Richard Handelsman. Are there any corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, the minutes will be accepted as presented. We're going to start off with our treasurer's report.
Good morning, everyone. I don't have a lot to tell you today. June was a relatively quiet month. There are no significant changes in our accounts. The total of all of the accounts together is $15,526,226.72. Two things that did happen this month, which I'm sure Donald and Fausto will tell you more about, is that we purchased additional hurricane insurance to cover landscaping at a cost of $39,000 for 12 months. And yesterday voted on a contract from Axon for operating the Plymouth Laundry facility. And other than that, I really don't have anything else.
Okay. Donald?
Morning, everyone. Update on projects. South Canal, closing out some punch list items. Sod mostly, some parking bumpers. There's a drain that we have to take a close look at. Fencing is going in, new perimeter fencing, and I expect next week or the week after we'll get a new 2 new guardrails in 2 sections. So that project's slowly closing out. Over on North Canal, a proposal was approved from JFB Construction. They sent a draft contract that was forwarded to Yugo's attorney for review. There was some suggested revisions which have been forwarded back to the vendor, and we're waiting to hear from that. And once there's a final version, it'll go to Fausto to be signed. That's North Canal. Plymouth Laundry. We are coming very close to closing out that contract. It has passed final inspection, which is good to hear. Some minor punch list items in the restroom, and what else? Oh, landscaping. The outside is going to be re-landscaped. And and you heard about the new. Well, we're going to have all new machines. There are going to be additional machines that are high capacity, so you can wash and dry a comforter or a rug or something. And they're not going to belong to Yugo. They're going to belong to the vendor, and it's going to be card swipe only, debit or credit. So we think that'll be a big improvement for everybody. And that's all I got as far as projects. Yes, Gene, go ahead.
Do you have a total cost on that, on the laundry?
No, but when the project is closed out, there'll be a number. Yep. Anybody else? Hi, how are you? Richard.
Yes, I'm fine. The vendor, does that mean that the present coin-operated machines will be removed?
That's correct.
And the laundromat will not open until the new ones are in?
That's correct.
Okay.
It should happen pretty quickly. Okay? That, by the way, that proposal will go out to Yuko's attorney today for review.
Who is the new attorney?
Noah Tennyson.
Rod Sutton.
Tell them it's a credit card.
Yeah. Credit card and debit card only, yes. Anything else? Thank you all.
Okay, Vice President's report. We'll start with Mr. Bruce.
I would like to say I have nothing to say. Glad to be part of an extremely effective and efficient volunteer community. Thank you.
Thank you. Jerry, you're up.
Good morning, everybody, and happy July 4th, even though it's early, but I don't know how many people will be around next week, so just we'll get that done early. A couple of items that I have on my list here. First is Sunbiz. There still are associations who have not filed Sunbiz. I believe you've been contacted by Erica. You do not have to wait for your property manager to do it. It's very simple. Go online to Sunbiz and you can update it yourself. $61.50 and you have it updated. Again, it's fairly simple. A lady came into the office this week. We sat with her. I updated it for her, and in 5 minutes everything was done. So just make sure that your association's Sunbiz is up to date. Donald, could you just remind them what happens if the Sunbiz is not up to date?
Yeah, you have a grace period until September 1st. After that, your association can be administratively dissolved, which is not a good thing. You're not a condo anymore. Strictly speaking, you can't even pay your own bills. After 1 or 2 years, you become unincorporated. You're not a corporation anymore. I'm aware of at least one association that had to pay $4,000 to be reincorporated. So some of your managers don't seem to think that this is a big deal, and some of the boards do as well. I've heard this week. Well, if there's no changes on the board, there's no reason for us. No, it's a state requirement, and saying that, well, we have until September 1st. That's like when you can't get your taxes done in time and ask for an extension. We really want you to get it done by May 1st. We need to know here at Yuko who's fiduciarily responsible for the association. There are a lot of reasons for that. So that's why we're pushing this kind of hard. So if you need help with this, just come to Yuko. We'll do it for you. It's not a big deal. All right?
Yeah, again, the lady who came in said, I need help, and in 5 minutes it was all done, and her Sunbiz was updated. One of the biggest complaints that I get is lack of transparency. There are owners who come to me and say, I don't know what my financials are. I don't know the status of the building. I cannot stress enough, you have an obligation, a fiduciary obligation to your owners, if you're on the board, or you're a treasurer or an officer, to make sure that everybody gets a copy of your building's financials. Yuko cannot go to a treasurer and say, hand out the financials. We don't do that. But you as an owner, you as a board member, you have that responsibility. And I urge to use this operative word, be as transparent as possible. Especially if you have a major project coming up, you may have to assess the owners. Give them a warning ahead of time. Let them know that let them know what the expenditures are going to be, and make sure that at least once a year they get a copy of the building's financials. The only other thing that I have is that people come in last minute about their leases, about rentals. Please make sure as a board member that it's done, and you're the one who brings the lease renewal into Yuko. Not the renter, not the leasee, the board member. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Thank you, Jerry. Stuart.
Well, at least I'm not last, like I am almost all the time. I looked into my crystal ball and I didn't see anything that said we're going to have storms in southern Florida right away. But when you look at what's going on around the United States and Venezuela and so on, it's a pretty scary piece of business. And I think that we should make sure that our associations have a plan that when they begin to tell us that there's going to be severe storms and when that period of time comes, to act right away and don't wait. Go around the building and pick up everything that has to be picked up that's going to get blown around and so on. Something smashed in a window could destroy an apartment. So we have to stay on top of that. Outside of that, most of the people coming into the office for help were very friendly, very nice. However, their ability to articulate what their issue is made me feel like when I was a teacher, I had to kind of pull it out of them. What is it that you want? And then help them articulate it. So please, when you speak to especially new people, really don't know where to go and what to do. So when you get new people coming into your association, sit down with them for a few minutes and explain to them, give them the welcome package and tell them what they have to do and where they have to go, and it makes life easier for them and for us. And that's it.
John, you're next.
Well, good morning, everybody. Appreciate everybody coming out today. As I always state, I want to thank all the volunteers, past and present. Right now, we're looking for more volunteers because we have a lot of people going on vacation, and we're a little understaffed right now. So we're looking for volunteers. I'll be dwelling on that at the delegate assembly. I'll bring forms with me for volunteers, and hopefully we can get a few more volunteers into the office. As far as residents coming into the office, what I do for my association is I create a meet and greet. So every new owner and every new tenant I spend 7 minutes with. I give them the certificate of occupancy, I welcome to the community, and then we just go over a list of stuff. Where the laundry room is, where the patio area is, where to get the barcode, where to get the ID. And it's a list, and we read it, and I show them some of the rules that we have on the bulletin board, and emergency numbers, who to contact if there's an emergency. It's all posted on the bulletin board. And I call that the communication board. People accept it, and they're very grateful. I do give them a welcome package immediately. I have those at the office. I take one when I have a new tenant, I give it to them, I explain it to them. And they're just, it makes them really happy. Really, really happy. And for new owners, I direct them right to our website. I take their email address, I send it over to the other guy, the web designer, and you know, we get them set up with the website so they know what the rules are. It's open to the general public, the rules, so nobody should have any questions. Yeah, we're gonna get 1 or 2 new tenants and residents that meet and they just take the paper and throw it away, and then I see them coming into the office, and you know, it's difficult, you know. But lately, the office has been very smooth. A lot of compliments coming into the office. We're getting people in and out as fast as possible. And some of the new stuff that we implemented is going very, very, very smoothly. Financial statements, I get them once a month. I balance them. I make 2 copies, association's file and an extra copy at all times. Anybody knocks at my door, I get a phone call, do you have the financials? Here you go. I have last year's and this year's all together, ready to go. So if anybody ever emails me, I can send it to them, and I can just make people happy, and it works. You just have to stay on top of it. You know, and I firmly believe it's the board's job, and I know we're all volunteers, to, you know, be there for these new owners, you know, and set them on a path. Because once they get a bad taste in their mouth when they first move in, it stays with them. So, you know, we spend the time with them, and we just talk to them and stuff like that. Otherwise, I don't have, that's about it for me.
Richard, you got a question, right?
No, I'm just holding this up so people know.
Oh,
I just want to add something to what John just said. I think having a website, it just resolves 99% of the issues that you have. In my building, there's a question. Most of the things that they need to know are on the website. They're registered to the website. I refer them to the website, and that, and also when I get from what real estate people who want, I said, website, here's the general information on the website. I've sent them, tell them where to go to, and they could read through and see what our association does and does not do, et cetera, et cetera. So if you don't have a website, really consider doing it. I think it's a great thing, and it's gonna help you a lot.
Thank you, Jerry. I've been talking about, could we have one meeting, please? Gene, can we have one meeting? Thank you. Most of the forms that you people have been asking, officers have been asking over the last several years, are now available online. Not only are they available online, you can fill them out online and actually print them, because none of us in the office read hieroglyphics. And most of the people that fill in those forms have terrible handwriting. So it makes it very, very easy for us. You still have to drop the forms off in person, whether it's for a sale, a rental, delegates form. We have some new forms that we introduced last month, which is for people that are having problem with BreezeLine. That's available online. Fill it out and make sure you can email that back to us. That's one form that you can email to us. We're keeping track of all these things. It's a double-sided form. Answer as many of the questions as truthfully as possible. Because we're now tracking, we've been tracking, but this is how we know. As you know, we have a new system that's being implemented. As of 2 days ago, over 700 units have been upgraded to the new system. And slowly, within the next 2 months, I would say that whoever's living here that has BreezeLine for internet and TiVo service, they will be upgraded. If you have any issues, don't tell your neighbor, fill in the form and bring it to the office or email it to us. Recently, we had a gentleman that said, he called up very upset. I've been without TV for 3 weeks. And he said, well, it went down the week I left and it came back 2 weeks later. So here I am calling BreezeLine and saying I have a customer that's been out of service for 3 weeks and the man's not even home. So be as truthful as you can to the form. It asks you, when did you have your last appointment? When did you call? If you've been holding on for long periods of time, we need to know. I can tell you that they're in the process of changing their calling system. They're working on a new company to be handling their calls. So hopefully that will resolve some of the issues that we're having.
Fausto, can I just
Yes.
add one thing? Just to make it very clear to everybody, BreezeLine is switching to streaming, which means basically you will have to have internet service in order to have your TV shows now. So at the meeting that we had this week, I suggested that BreezeLine at some point have some educational series here to explain to everybody how this is going to work. But the upgrade is you will be having streaming and you will need the internet service in order to have the streaming.
Yes, sir.
Yes, what about those people, and I'm sure there's a good percentage of people living here in Central Village, who do not have internet at all, don't know anything about it,
Okay.
don't even have smartphones, they have the flip phones, wait a minute,
Okay.
and they know nothing about the internet. Now, we're being forced to, if we want to look at TV, we have to have internet.
Well,
Well, that's gonna
that-
mess a lot.
that's not true.
That's gonna mess a lot of people up.
Finish saying what you're saying, but what you're saying is not true.
It's gonna bring a lot of angry people to the table.
Okay,
They don't want, they're gonna say, I don't want internet, don't want it, don't use it.
okay,
And then they're gonna be forced not to be able to look at TV. How do you solve that problem?
okay. Now that you've said your say,
I said
For-
my say,
for
you said
people-
your say.
for people that it's already in place, for people that do not have internet service, but to go to the streaming service, they have a system put in place so that you can watch regular TV
Without having the internet.
without having the internet, right? You will have a box that you can go through, it's a Wi-Fi box, but you can only watch TV with it.
Is that gonna cost extra?
It doesn't cost you any extra money. So that's already been handled. Michael, you had a question?
I was just going to clarify on that point.
Okay, no problem. Yes, Joyce?
Will I lose all the shows I've recorded?
Everything that you recorded will be gone, and that'll be the last time. because the new system is a cloud-based system, so whatever you record will be stored in the cloud forever and ever and ever. So if a box or something goes bad, you'll always be able to download it.
Will you be able to look at as many shows and channels as one does now?
More
Really?
more channels, more channels.
Touch base on.
There's a lot of streaming channels that you have access to. Yes, John?
Can you just touch base on the channels you may lose, you may gain?
Well, there are some channels, so that everybody understands, whether it's Comcast or Brookhaven Cable or BreezeLine, they pay for some of the channels that you're seeing. They negotiate a contract, and sometimes they cannot negotiate that contract to where it's viable for them to supply that service. And every once in a while, you will lose some of those channels. And they'll either become a paper channel where you have to pay to get it. But it doesn't matter what carrier, if they can't come to an agreement, you're not going to get it. Is there any other old business? Any old business? Is there any, Tony, I'm sorry, I missed you today.
That's okay.
Is there anything?
I was just gonna tell them about BreezeLine, because we had the experience where we had to have BreezeLine over to the house, and I wasn't looking forward to it, neither Dennis or I were looking forward. We were thinking, oh God, new boxes. But guess what? The young man who came to the house was wonderful. He put in our new boxes. He explained everything to us slow and steady, because we're old. And I'm not saying I'm an expert, I am not. I'm probably gonna have to make phone calls in the future, but so far, so good. It was very nice and very seamless, I just wanted to say to you. So if any of you are apprehensive, don't be, because they were very respectful, very nice, and very helpful.
One of the advantages of the new system, you will not have to deal with cables. All the cables that you have in your house will become obsolete. You'll have you'll have one wire coming in to the modem, and then everything else is done wirelessly. You'll have a plug into the wall and one from the box to the TV. Yes, sir?
What if you elect not to have TV plugged into that? Is there any charge for that?
Absolutely, it's included in your monthly maintenance. It's part of the bulk package.
There's no opting out.
There's no opting out of that. Yes?
Right now, I have a Fire Stick, which controls my TV, and I have streaming services through Prime. Will that new system?
I think they can work through that, but I think that becomes obsolete with the
Okay,
new
that's
system.
good, I'll save money.
But you keep your Prime without that.
Right, Michael? Did I say that correctly?
Yeah, the new system is app-based. So all the apps that you use for those services that you would normally have a plug-in in your TV for, the box actually can use those natively, so it has them. You would just sign into your account, and rather than having to have all the devices, it's one device and you're good.
What if I pay Prime separately for some of the, in other words, I have certain apps like BrickBox, Acorn, which I pay for through Prime.
Yep.
So that will work the same?
So you would be using Prime in the same way you do now, logging into the Prime service
Right.
with Prime Video and any of its subsidiaries. You should still be able to access them.
Thank you.
Yes, go ahead.
You want to use the mic?
So everybody could hear you.
Here you go.
Hi, Les.
Good morning, everybody.
Move to the side because we're recording. Thank you.
Right now, we get 3 free services for
Community channels.
TVs. What happens if you have 4 TVs?
You get 3 boxes automatically. If you need a 4th, you get charged for the extra box.
Okay.
And every unit is entitled to 3 boxes.
Right now, I'm not being charged for the extra box.
How many do you have in your house?
I have 4 TVs. I'm paying nothing for
As far as I know,
TVs.
they're supplying 3 boxes. That's all that I know.
Let's just keep that between us.
There's some things you just don't tell.
Is there any new business? Yes, go ahead, sir.
Yes, I'd like to talk a little bit about our buses. Briefly,
This is not the place to do it, but what is your problem? I'll try to
Well,
help.
not my problem, it's everybody's problem. If the buses are polluting the air, that's what we're breathing.
Okay. You're gonna have to bring that to the transportation.
So I can't talk about it.
This is not the place for it.
Shelter.
Oh, okay. Well, there is something else.
Yes.
The shelter, the bus shelter
Okay.
that's,
You go.
is,
Okay.
used to be still.
Over
there.
here by Dover, yes.
Yeah. I requested that it be cleaned up.
It was cleaned up.
Well, I went over there, they didn't do a very good job. And it still needs to be.
Well, who did you tell?
Well,
Talk to Donna.
yeah, and you never got back to me, but it needs to be going over again. The
No,
plastic
it's not gonna
is
be,
still-
it's not gonna be,
still-
it's not gonna be done again.
Okay, it's not gonna be done again.
We called the company to come in, they did it. If you're not satisfied with it, maybe we should take it down, because that's not the stuff that belongs over there.
Well, they did take out the mold.
Okay.
A lot of the areas were black. They did a good job of cleaning them. But what happens is the plastic,
Yes.
that dirty's quick.
Right.
And if anything, I would say it needs to be cleaned at least once a month.
Okay.
Because people have.
I think it's easier if we remove it, and there should not have been canvas put over there to begin with. That was done previously without thought. You need a regular bus shelter over there, we'll be happy to look into it, we'll put it in the next year's budget. But I think, Donald, next week we should just take that down.
Yeah.
If it's that bad, we should just remove it.
Let's get it in a motion.
Make a motion.
Motion from Nancy, what is it? What's your motion?
How about putting a new one up?
Excuse me,
Yeah.
someone else is speaking now.
Sure.
Nancy, your motion.
Do I have a second on that, to remove the, seconded by Joyce? Very good, okay.
Can you repeat the,
Yeah, the motion is to remove the bus shelter outside on Century Boulevard by Dover. Yes, sir.
I was gonna say, remove it, but how about replacing it with a?
It'll be put in next year's budget.
Oh, next year, put
And then
another one. A better one.
we'll put something that belongs outside, not a canvas that belongs on a boat.
All right, Donald's 2 cents on this. I didn't think it was a smart move when that was put up. I thought that would be constantly be getting dirty. We don't have them anyplace else. I didn't understand why that particular spot needed a shelter. We have no shelters anywhere on the property. We have umbrellas. You mentioned before pollution coming out of the buses. Well, think about this for a minute. Why does it get so black in there? Because the buses pull right up to it, and the black smoke coming out of the tailpipe blasts right into the. So in a week, it's going to be black again. So I'm personally for this motion. Go ahead.
It has never been cleaned since it was put up.
Well, by
How
this
many
time
years?
next week, I expect it'll be gone, so there'll be nothing to clean.
How many years is that?
I don't remember the year it was put on, but it's been a problem ever since.
I think the reason it was put up is because that's the first stop from the clubhouse. And the buses veer off in different directions. And that's like a kind of a main bus stop. And you know, when you look at it from a distance, it doesn't look too bad. It's attractive. And I think people are gonna miss it once it's completely gone.
Well, like I said, that canvas belongs on a boat, not over a shelter. It's open to the element, there's moisture, there's rain, there's the pollution from the buses that you're bringing about. So rather than get people sick, we will remove it, and we'll put it into next year's budget. We'll find out how much a metal and glass or fiberglass, whatever they have is.
Yeah, there's a stock.
There's a stock piece that'll be put in there, and we'll put it into next year's budget, so sometime next year, you'll have a new bus shelter. Anything else? Yes, Richard?
I don't know, there are 18 members now, there are 18 members on the executive board.
Yes.
The bylaws mandate 20. What progress has been made to get to 20?
Well, I added one.
Yeah, I know, and that's why.
But I'm sorry, but we still need to vote on this motion. So,
Oh, okay,
we have a
sorry.
motion on the table.
All right.
Mr. Parliamentarian, we have a
All right.
motion on the table.
Okay, I'll wait.
So,
Where's your hat?
I didn't mean to cut you off, Richard.
That's fine, you should have done it sooner.
Well,
I need to have a repeat of
Who made the motion and who seconded it?
I did.
Nancy made the motion
Nancy.
to remove the canvas,
Okay,
and it was seconded by Duke Horton.
Duke, okay, got it, okay, now I can do the roll. Yep. All right.
Is there any other discussion on that?
What about, since you're gonna do that next year, how about putting various other coverings on some of the other?
None, no, none of them belong there.
They like us to sit in the rain.
No. It becomes a maintenance issue,
Yeah, well. and-
okay? That's probably why they don't have any bus stops anyplace else, right? Any coverings, because it would mean constant maintenance.
We have 111 stops.
They want lightning to get us from the
Yeah.
trees.
So,
No, I was just referring to perhaps the main ones, like the one we're talking about, where people will stop more so particular ones than others.
My experience with this is, the stop in front of my house is the main one. And there's 111 of those. You wanna be the arbiter of that? I don't.
yeah, okay. Anything else before we take a vote? Okay, take a vote.
Okay, the motion is to remove the covering on the shelter on Century Boulevard, is that
Bus stop,
correct?
yes.
Bus stop, Century Boulevard, okay. Michael Zazzle,
Yes.
Olga is not here. Flora,
No.
Julius is not here, okay. Les,
Abstain.
okay. Joyce,
Yes.
Bobby,
Yes.
Jean Coma's not here.
No.
No, okay. Duke,
Yes.
Richard,
Abstain.
David,
Yes.
Nancy,
Yes.
Ruth,
Maybe.
Maureen.
Yes.
Man, and Curtis is not here.
I reported it, I don't get
Dennis,
Yes.
Eve,
Yes.
Diane,
Yes.
Tony, yes. Okay.
Take the bus, so.
David,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Jerry,
Yes.
Bruce,
Abstain.
Stuart,
No.
What's the point?
Mary Jane,
Yes.
Fausto.
Yes.
Okay, I think I've got everybody, I didn't skip anybody, okay. She's absent, okay. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 yeses. I don't know what you need to have a,
No.
No, doesn't.
That doesn't
Simple
matter.
majority.
Simple majority of the committee.
What would be, what would replace it? I don't understand what they're looking for.
At the moment, nothing.
No.
They want nothing there. It's an eyesore, it's a public health hazard, it's got mold, people can get sick.
They want
So
us
we're
to sit
going
in
to
the
be
rain.
looking into,
Joyce,
like you had buses where it's
It's the
got a
only
metal
place that has
frame
it, though.
and a piece of plastic over the top.
Is it the only one that we have?
That's the
It's the
only
only
one
one
that
we
we have.
And
People
there-
survived in the rain.
There were never any shelters since the place
I
was
didn't think
built.
so,
That's the
yes.
only one.
Thank you.
So upon request of certain individuals,
He's still gonna leave the benches there.
yeah, of course,
Just-
the bench will be there. Yes, Richard?
Just to be clear, we have how many present? of
11
the-
yeses, and there was.
No, how many
16
people are present?
16.
Huh?
16.
We have 16 on the executive board plus the officers. So how many officers are there here?
I counted all the votes, including
Yeah, I
the
realize that.
officers.
What I'm trying to determine is 11 a majority of those present. That's what I'm trying to determine.
Of the committee members, without the board.
The board has vote, I believe the officers have voting privileges.
11?
Yeah, at risk of diving into a parliamentarian rabbit hole, all Yugo officers are ex officio members of all committees.
Right.
End of
This
story.
particular
End of
case-
story.
So
Richard,
there's
to answer your
16
question, 11 people of the executive board voted to remove it. not the officers, not including the
No,
officers.
including the officers, with the officers.
That's not what you said.
So it's just 11, so it does not pass.
It passes.
It passes.
Simple majority.
Majority.
Any other new business?
I just want to say one thing.
Sure.
In the last 4 years, I've been coming to these meetings, and today's the first day I didn't hear anybody's cell phone going off, which is a great thing. But I think it's very disrespectful when we're sitting up here and somebody on the right is speaking or somebody on the left is speaking, but there's somebody holding their own meeting as the other person is speaking. That's very, very disrespectful. Not just to the other executive board members, but to the board up here as well. You have to wait your turn, raise your hand, and speak. To hold your own little meeting, whether it be over there or over here or over there, is very disrespectful to everything that we stand for. Thank you.
So next Friday, we will have delegate assembly, the Yugo office will be closed, and Breeze Line will not be here next Friday. They're celebrating July 4th on July 3rd. That's all the announcements that I have. Anything for the good of the order? Yes?
I'm curious, there was many, many police cars by the Kent Pool the other day. Well, I don't, okay.
Yeah.
I need this.
They were doing a police exercise.
All right.
It had nothing to do with anything in the village.
No, I was just.
From time to time, they come in and have fun. Yes? Go ahead.
Oh, no, I have a question for Donna.
He's married.
You want
Leave him alone.
But I'm on a bit of a hiatus now. I'd like some rehab.
Okay.
So let it go, let it rip.
Okay, good, so it's good. Donald, when we put the new machines in,
Yeah.
is there gonna be someone there to help people navigate the?
I assume there's
credit
going
card
to be
and stuff?
some kind of instructional signage.
Well,
but-
yes, signage, sometimes people can't,
I don't
understand
think, I
signage.
honestly don't think they're gonna put someone there to guide people through the process. It's a laundromat. Instead of putting your quarters in a slot, in
I know how
a
it
little
works.
hole, you're just gonna go like
I know
this.
how it works, but it doesn't
Yeah.
just work like that. You got to go to the number, put the right number in, and put the right dryer number in and all that.
Yeah, I don't know, we're gonna play it by ear,
Yeah.
Flo. This is something new. John, go.
Will the app itself, for the machines and everything, will that have instructions on it? Do we know anything about that yet?
I really don't, but
We'll find out.
I can't imagine it wouldn't. And then there'll be a, 1-800 Axon. You need a,
I have a question over here.
yeah. Go ahead, sir.
I believe they were $1.50, are they gonna get the same price?
$1.75.
So they're going up.
Yes, they're going up.
And the larger machines will be more money.
Just to tell you how this has worked up until now. We're not looking to make money on that facility. Every year we do a little mini audit and we see how many quarters came in for the year, plus how much we paid out in repairs, new machines, electric, gas, water, work on the building itself. It's kind of a stale joke by now, but it usually comes up to be a wash. And if it's not, then we have to bump it up. We haven't had to do that in several years. Now there's this new contract. We're not going to own the machines anymore. There's going to be a revenue split. The first year we get 100% of the revenue, so it'll just be like nothing happened. But after that, it'll go down to I believe 50%, the split. The other thing that I kind of like about these machines is they're going to be like cellular telephone capable. So when they break, they're going to be able to tell their masters, "I'm broken, come fix me." So that's less of me having to go over and look for the out of order signs and having to send in an email, come fix it. Also, we're going to lose the yearly fee that we pay for a service contract. That's all going to be built into the contract. So I think all in all, we're going to be happy with the result.
Donald,
Yeah, go ahead.
explain to everybody what's going on in front of Golf Stage.
Oh, yeah, it's in my report this week, but I'm sure you saw the ditch witch and all that going on. That's FP&L subcontractors. They're running high voltage cable from Century Village into the Reflection Bay project, and it's specifically for streetlights. So they have an easement to do that. We don't have any say about it, but they are responsible for restoring. So when they're done, we'll take a look at it. Go ahead, Michael.
Is that expected to cause any local disruptions for power?
Is it expected? No.
Okay.
Could that happen? Welcome to Florida. Who knows?
Yeah, the president's meeting is still the second Friday of the month. I've taken the summer off for the third Friday of the month. But any new officer or anybody that wants to be an officer, any current officer that wants to come second Friday of the month, we entertain between 12 to 15 people. And we go over what we do, what WPRF does, and what your responsibility as an officer of the building, whether you're a current officer or you want to just be an officer, so you know what you're getting yourself into. When I originally started this 3 years ago, the responsibility of the association was about 3 inches. It's now 8 inches. It's almost a full page. So more and more is being put on the association. I suggest that everybody try to attend and find out what your responsibility is. Yes, sir?
That's at the UCO building, correct?
Yes, that's at the UCO, yes. If you want to attend, call, ask for Erica, and she'll put you on the list. Very simple.
I think you're already on the next list.
Huh?
I think you're already on the next list.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's probably out of order, but what about our clickers? We haven't heard.
we're gonna, as soon as we get to the point, very shortly, we're gonna be using those. Probably in season, we'll be using that from, we have our technician back there has to get back into swing of things. Okay? I know we have them, they're there, but it's a little bit more involved than what we originally anticipated. But Michael has been in touch with the company, and but we will be using them.
Okay, just asking.
Starting next season, we will be using them for votes, yes.
There was a question, if you could interrupt one minute, there was a question that came to me about the La Quinta, and I know nothing, we have not heard anything about what's going on out there, so.
Yeah, the building's empty. I understand that there's a foreclosure action in play from the lender, but other than that, it's a dead building.
Les, you got your hand up?
Yeah, if you don't have a credit card, how can you, is there any alternate way of using the?
Nope, you got a credit card or debit card.
There's some people that don't have credit cards.
Well,
Les, don't quote me on this, but I believe you can contact Axon and front pay an Axon card.
Yes.
Yes, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
In other words, you could front load it and like SunPass or Easy Pass.
And you can also buy one of those prepaid debit card and use that to, like you
Okay.
go buy a debit card.
Yes, Richard?
Also, under the new arrangement, Donald will not have to go around each machine, gather the quarters in a big bag, and go over to a change machine somewhere and pay 12.5%.
That wasn't too bad.
Buckets. And
Oh,
it's
the
the most,
bucket, right.
it's the most onerous job I have every 10 days.
And I understand you were once accused of being a thief of some sort?
No, Richard, what happened was somebody broke into vending machines. And the police were looking for a guy that had a whole bunch of quarters. And Donald showed up with a pail of quarters at Publix. And the police came.
They knocked off the point-operated laundry on Military Trail.
Right.
So they went to all the Publix. This is where you're gonna bring your, and the guy said, I know who did this. This guy comes every 10 days with buckets and he showed the picture. And the cop said, oh, that's Donald. No, that's not him.
Also, speaking of quarters, right now, we lose 11%. So out of every dollar, 11 cents is being lost by having to go to the machine to count the quarters. So we will no longer be losing that 11 cents. Yes?
Yes, are you, because I remember the state of it, I've been there a number of times when I take my walks, whatever. Is there going to be someone cleaning the place up? Because
Twice a day.
People don't clean up after themselves.
We have janitorial twice a day.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And the entire place has been renovated. New floors, new machines, new ceilings, new lights, new doors.
Drainage, no more floods.
No more flooding,
You're gonna like it. It's really looking nice.
new bathrooms.
So I'll be able to move in soon.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, anything else? Anything else for the good of the order? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next Friday. Thank you, Mike.